Hello, Lovelace. Just a little mini video here, just to give you the answers to your archaeology task. Remember, I showed you 6 different archaeological artifacts, all of which have been dug up in the Jorvik area of York, so in the Coppergate area of York, and I asked you 3 questions. For each item, could you tell me what it was, what you thought it was made of, and what you thought it was used for? Well, here are your answers. The first object, or artifacts, these are wooden bowls and plates. So these would have been used by the Vikings for serving food in the same way that we use our plates and bowls today. These were just carved out of wood. You can see they're starting to rot now. They've seen better days. I certainly wouldn't use them for soup, but yeah, that's exactly what they are. They are wooden bowls and plates used by the Vikings. Number 2, probably the trickiest one. This was some sort of board game. Now, archaeologists aren't clear as to the rules of the game, but you've got a wooden board there, and then the counters are made of walrus tusk, walrus ivory. Okay, so the Vikings would have hunted sea mammals and sea animals for food, and having used the skin off the walrus for various as clothing and blankets and things, and the meat of the walrus for food, the walrus tusks could be carved down for use in different things. So in this case, the counters in a board game. Some of the coloured counters are probably other semi-precious stones and things, but the white counters on the board are walrus tusk, walrus ivory. Number 3, this one is coins. So at the front of the image, you've got various coins, most of them silver, though there might be a gold one there, front right. But then the equivalent at the back is an iron die, a coin die, or a stamp. So they will put a little lump of silver in there, on the little block there, place this on top, and then hit it really, really hard with a hammer to stamp the silver, to flatten it out and put their mark on the silver coins. But if you remember from a previous discussion, it was far more to do with the weight of the silver than anything to do with what symbol was stamped onto it. So the value of the coin was based on how heavy, how much silver was in it. Number 4 was leather shoes. Now, it's incredible that a soft material like leather has actually lasted so long. But it was just the way they had been buried, the way they had been preserved underground that allowed them to survive for so long. Most soft fabrics and materials, after so much time, would have simply rotted away. But just the way they had been wrapped and buried just allowed them to survive that a little bit longer. So these are leather shoes from the Viking period. Number 5, obviously this is a comb, but how did you get on with the material? Because this comb is made of antler. So one of the deers, say from that area, again, the deer itself would have been caught for meat and for its furs, but the antlers themselves, the horns of the deer, could be carved down to make various tools and objects for around the house and around the village. And in this case, it's an antler or horn that's been carved down to make a hair comb. And finally, number 6, this is a lock and key. Even back in Viking times, they created basic locks so they could keep their homes secure. So here you have an iron lock with the key that goes with it. Well done if you got all 6 of those right. A couple of them, I think, were quite obvious, but some of those were very, very tricky. So well done if you got all of those. But there are your answers. I will leave you now to enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, and I will see you all soon.